on, guys? Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the TELESIN 3-pack batteries charger, the all-in-box charger for GoPro Hero 8. Let's do this. Okay, guys, so the TELESIN all-in-box, this setup that I have right now is currently going for $48.99 USD on Amazon.com, and it includes the TELESIN all-in-box, as you can see here, 3 batteries, 3 GoPro Hero 8 batteries, a charger, the manual, and it includes these little free gifts, this clamp, which comes in pretty handy, and it's pretty strong actually. So I do like the little clamp. It includes a cover for your GoPro, but this does not fit the GoPro Hero 8. This works on the GoPro Hero 7. I won't be using that. And it brings the protector, the screen protector, and it also brings one for the lens, which I don't use on my cameras. So looking at the box, again, this one says Hero 8. I do want to point out that the manual that I got in this box says GoPro 7, 6, and 5. So that's just something I noticed, wanted to point that out. So the TELESIN all-in-one box does multiple things here, and I'll go over that in just a moment. By the way, I did a review on this for the GoPro Hero 7 batteries. They have a kit for the GoPro Hero 7. You will see here on the box, it says for Hero 8. So these batteries are for GoPro Hero 8, and they do have that blue cap, just like the original GoPro batteries, blue there. These batteries will work with the GoPro Hero 8, and all of the features on the GoPro Hero 8 will work. The GoPro Hero 7 batteries will also work on the GoPro Hero 8. However, some features may not work. That is why it's recommended to use the ones that are specifically for GoPro Hero 8. And here's just a quick look at the actual original GoPro battery versus the TELESIN. All right, so let's take a look at the design of the all-in-box. This is identical to the one that I had for the GoPro Hero 7.8, which I have right here. They are the same thing, made out of this silicone, nice little sleek design, very lightweight, very compact. On the back here, you have your input port, and this uses and includes a USB-C charging cable, so that's included. And again, same identical design. You press the front button there, opens that lid up. You have your 3 battery slots here, which will put your batteries in here. I'll just throw one in as an example, like that. So this is basically a 3-in-1 charger. You could charge, you could store your batteries, and an SD card reader as well. So I just wanted to show you in the lid, on the top of the lid here, you have the extra 2 SD card or micro SD card holders, so you can store 2 there, and then your actual SD card reader is right in here. And I have 1 card in there. If you can hear it, just press it and then pull it out. You want to put it back in and click it back into place. So these batteries are 1220 milliamp hour batteries. They have an output voltage of 3.85 volts, and they also work with the GoPro Hero 7 and 6 and 5. So these do work with the older GoPros as well. Going back to the all-in-box, the input voltage on this is 5 volts, and then the output on per channel is 4.4 volts on each of the channels here. Looking at the inside of the all-in-box, this blue light here is your power indicator, so when that comes on, clearly you have power going. And in the past, I've used it with my other TELESIN pack with a power bank. It does charge your batteries with a power bank, so that's good to know there. TELESIN states that the micro SD card reader here can read speeds up to 90 megabytes per second. All right, so the all-in-box is all silicone on the outside. They state that this is waterproof, but I would not trust that, just simply because the IP rating on this is 54. It is dust proof. This is more like a splash proof. So if you have this like on the outside of your backpack and you get light rain, it'll work like that, but I wouldn't put this underneath in the water. Just don't go by that rating. Also, I've used the all-in-box that charged with the original GoPro batteries with no issue, not even with the GoPro Hero 7 original GoPro batteries that I had. So from experience, no issues at all. As a matter of fact, I've even charged my GoPro Max batteries in the all-in-box, and I've had 0 issues. They work perfectly fine. The only thing is they won't close all the way. Just make sure they are making contact. The lights will come on here. The charging light indicators will be here. Those will turn on. This will charge the batteries simultaneously, all three at the same time. In my experience, if I charge just one battery, it'll take about an hour to charge one battery. It'll take about an hour and 20 to charge all three. So it does pretty good. And that's just using the cable that it includes. I haven't tried it with any other cable. Hey guys, just wanted to show you real quick. If you own the iPad Pro, the reader or the all-in-box reader does work with the iPad Pro. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in. I'm using an Anchor cable. It's a USB-C to USB-C. It's worked great. I'll link it down below for you guys to check out. But anyways, if you go into the Finder here, you'll see Untitled here. That's the actual card that I have in the reader here. And as you can see, the blue light's on, so the power's on. And we'll look here. I have a couple of GoPro files on here. We'll just take a quick look at this one of the all-in box that I was recording earlier. And it's just a still shot there. This is about 3 gigs on this file, but it does work. So just thought I'd show you guys that it does work on the iPad Pro. All right, I went ahead and plugged in the card reader. See, it's on. I got my card in here. I went ahead and plugged it into the MacBook Air. Let's go ahead and take a look at a couple of GoPro files that I have on here. This one right here, I believe it's 2 gigabytes, 2.55 gigabytes. Let's go ahead and drag this one over to my test folder right here and go. Let's see. Less than a minute. And this is on a MacBook Air, so keep that in mind. I don't have my MacBook Pro right now to use, so I'm just going to use with the MacBook Air. 10 seconds left. 5. And that wasn't too bad. It transferred it over. That was less than a minute. Let's go ahead and try another file. I have this one here. Let's see. I think this one's a little bit bigger. It is 3.77 gigabytes. Let's go ahead and drag that one over to my test folder. And let's see here. It says less than a minute. Got about 10 seconds left. This one's taking obviously a little bit longer. It's a bigger file. These are some 4K files from the GoPro Hero 8 Black. And there it is. It transferred over. See, got them in my test folder here. So that wasn't a scientific test or anything like that. I just wanted to demonstrate with these files. That was a 2.7 or 2.55 and a 3.77 gigabyte files respectively. I used the cable that's included with the all-in box, and it did it both in less than a minute. So just to give you guys an idea of how well that worked. All right, let's go ahead and put in one of the TELESIN batteries in here, the GoPro Hero 8. What I'm gonna do in this testing here, it's not a scientific test, but I'm gonna record at 1080 at 30 frames per second and see how long our battery will last. Let's go ahead and start the timer. And here's my first checkup I did at 15 minutes, and the battery's showing 83% still left. Next up at 30 minutes of recording, I have 58% left. And then I checked at 45 minutes, we have 34%. The camera's a little warm, but still going strong. Followed up at 1 hour exactly here, we have 4% of the battery still left. Picked it up at an hour and 23 minutes, still have 3% left. At an hour and 27 minutes, I still have 3% left, and it's still going strong. So there we have it, guys. An hour and 29 minutes here, basically an hour and a half for the first test at 1080p, 30 frames per second. The camera finally died out. All right, let's try it again here. We're gonna do a 4K 30 frames or 60 frames per second. I'm gonna go ahead and put a new fresh battery in at 100%. Let's go ahead and put this bad boy in and start the test. All right, our first checkup here is at 15 minutes, and we have 78% left, 78% of the battery at 4K 60 frames per second. Now we're approaching 30 minutes, and the camera has 46% left. The camera was noticeably a little bit warmer in this test. So the camera stopped on me at 42 minutes. I wasn't able to record that part. Completely died on me. It had 9% left, and it just died on me. So I'm not sure if it was overheating. I turned it back on, and now it's showing 5%. Let's go ahead and start it up again. and let's see how much longer it'll record. All right, there it is, guys. It shut off at 43:44. So as you can see, TELESIN advertises at 1080, 30 frames per second, 130 minutes, and that was pretty much on point. 4K at 30 frames per second. Unfortunately, I did not do that test. I did it at 4K, 60 frames per second, and it was about 45 minutes, so it was quite a bit off. But obviously, at 60 frames per second, it does take more processing power. So I still am confident in these batteries. They've been my go-to batteries or backup batteries for my GoPro Hero 7. These new ones that I got have been holding up very well. I never record over 10 minutes at a time. So for me, they do last at about an hour and 30 minutes or so. Overall, I do think it's a good value. You get the 3-in-1 features in this, and very pleased with this TELESIN product. So if you have any questions, drop a comment down below. I'll answer them as soon as I can. And I'll leave links to these products down below as well. They are Amazon affiliate links. They won't cost you any additional money. Make sure you check out my other playlists on GoPro products or reviews that I've done. I'll put them up here so you guys can check them out. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Take care.